Hey everyone, it's Wacko. Welcome you to week 6 of SSSDL, season 1. This week we're up against Chocolate Lab, good friend of mine. He has a really scary team, although albeit pretty slow. His fastest mon is like Mega Pinsir, which he didn't bring. Instead we see the Klefki, Garchomp, Blaziken, Rotom Wash, Lunatone, and Goldingo. Honestly, that's kind of what I was expecting him to bring. I wasn't, maybe not the Lunatone, because I thought maybe most of the stuff I had just overwhelmed Lunatone anyways, but I'm glad to see that he brought it. It's also Terra Lunatone. Um, did he have another Terra captain on his team? Was it just Lunatone? I can't remember. Now that I think about it, I don't remember prepping for another Terra captain. Might have been like Terra Pangoro. But anyways, I was actually expecting him to maybe bring Pangoro. I think I was expecting Pangoro more than Mega Pinsir, honestly. But yeah. Anyways, we brought the Dragapult, Ursaluna, Zapdos, Ninetales, Alola, Iron Crown, and Kabutops. The Pult is Sub Dragon Dance with Phantom Force, Dragon Darts. Um, Pretty standard, but his team is super slow, so I can run a ton of bulk. Um, and basically, the plan is to try to get Rotom Wash to like either kill something or like force it to click like Hydro as Pult comes in, and then it can't break my sub, for example. Our Ursaluna this week is gonna be Choppleberry with Earthquake Body Slam. I think Avalanche and Seed Bomb. I can't remember. Um, Basically, it's just meant to take a hit from either Blaziken or Pangoro and kill Blaziken and do a lot of damage back to Pangoro. Ursaluna really didn't look too great this week. I guess it also deals with Garchomp, um, and it can handle Klefki, I suppose, depending on the Klefki. But I'm not Guts, so it's not like I'm really breaking too much. Can also kind of like eat a Goldingo hit if it needs to. I'm not expecting it to though. Our Zapdos is going to be Hurricane, Volt Switch, Defog, Roost. Kind of standard Zapdos. I think I'm very especially defensive too. I kind of just wanted something to like eat a hit from Rotom Wash because I didn't want Pult to be my only Rotom Wash answer, especially if Rotom Wash gets Wisp, which I wouldn't expect it to run Wisp versus Luna, but like Ursaluna staying in on a Rotom Wash is kind of iffy, although I don't think Hydro Pump is like anywhere near killing unless it's like Specs. Our Alola Tails this week, I believe, is just Freeze Dry, um, Aurora Veil, Safeguard, Baton Pass. Safeguard just, again, for Rotom Wash, like, I don't want that thing clicking Wisp and Thunder Wave on, like, everything I have. Our Iron Crown this week is going to be Assault Vest with Tachyon Cutter, Psychic, Focus Blast, and Volt Switch. The Focus Blast was really only to hit Pangoro, to be honest. And like Iron Crown, if you're gonna run Assault Vest Iron Crown, like that mon only gets like 3 moves, so you might as well. And our Kabutops this week is actually really cool. We are Terra Ghost with Aqua Jet, Curse, Rapid Spin, and Stealth Rock. Basically, just meant to get up rocks. I would assume that he would go Rotom Wash or even possibly Klefki on Kabutops, so I figured, I might as well just try to like get Kabu to bait and Rotom Wash, and then I can go Pulp. Uh, Issue with my set though is Kabutops doesn't outspeed Rotom Wash. I am kind of specially defensive, so I'm assuming I would be able to maybe take. I don't know if I take 2 Hydros, but I think Curse fails if I'm below half health. I could be wrong, but I feel like it fails. Um, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. So yeah, getting started. I decided to just lead with Kabutops because I assumed maybe he would just lead with Rotom, um, or even Klefki, and I was like, you know what? I think that's a fair trade. I'm also Battle Armor. I don't have Pelipper with me. I also don't have Manual Rain, so I might as well just run Battle Armor. Can't get crit, Don't have to worry about my calcs being off. He's gonna lead with Lunatone though, actually. And, we're just gonna trade rocks turn one. I'm like, okay. I'll rapid spin. I don't. Funnily enough, if he assumed Kabutop's got like Terra Blast, which it doesn't, by the way, I would have just like clicked Ghost Terra Blast. Because originally this was supposed to be a Alolan Sand Slash. I think it could have been an Alolan Sand Slash. I just wanted Aqua Jet for Blaziken just in case. But he's gonna Terra Water. I kind of wish I had like Liquidation low key because I maybe would have clicked it turn one, but I'm not sure. Um, Anyways, I'm gonna Curse, and it's gonna get my health pretty low. Toxic is gonna wear me down a little bit, and then he protects my Rapid Spin, and then I believe he goes hard Goldango. Yeah, he goes Goldango on my Rapid Spin again. It wouldn't have mattered anyways. Honestly, if he stayed in with Lunatone, I was like, okay, he's probably just gonna like get up rocks again if I spin anyway. So I probably should have just Aqua Jetted for some damage, but it's fine. I'm gonna go into Zapdos now as I Volt Switch. Funny thing about this is I was like, oh, he might be faster. No, he's a really slow Goldango, and I think he's pretty defensive. I'm gonna go into Ursaluna as he nasty plots, and I'm like, okay, yeah, Make It Rain's just gonna kill me. I could have maybe pivoted back into Zapdos, but I didn't really want to risk it because it looks like he's a defensive Goldango. I'm gonna go into Dragapult now as he Shadow Balls, and yeah, now he's gonna go into Lunatone as I Phantom Force. I didn't want him to him to stay in with Goldango and Shadow Ball. I had to Phantom Force. Phantom Force is going to knock out Lunatone, though. Now Blaziken's going to come in. I'm like, okay, I don't really know what Blaziken's going to do to me. He's going to Swords Dance, actually. I'm like, oh, shoot. He's going to get that speed boost. Now I'm going to Phantom Force as he Stone Edges. He's going to get another speed boost. And he's going to go hard Garchomp. Yeah, now I'm going to Phantom Force again. He's going to miss Earthquake. So the only reason I clicked Phantom Force here is I didn't want him to go Klefki on the darts. So unfortunately, I mean, like, yeah, I take rough skin damage, but I would have rather him like gotten punished for going Klefki. He's gonna Iron Defense twice. I'm like, oh crap, this is not gonna do anything. So yeah, Dragapult's not gonna do anything. I'm gonna go into Iron Crown now. Iron Crown is Assault Vest, so I'm not worried about him doing too much damage to me. And honestly, yeah, like Takan Cutter's doing enough damage. He's healing with leftovers to be fair, but he really needs to set up to like +3 before he does anything. And he's risking a crit. And Takan Cutter, I mean, like, I'm hitting twice. I'm pretty much bound to crit at some point. So the Rotom Wash, it's going to take a huge Psychic. I don't know what this Rotom Wash investment is. I didn't really calc versus it. I just was like, you know what, Iron Crown, like, looking at Iron Crown's matchup, like, the Goldango's chip, the Blaziken's slower, the Klefki's pretty much half dead. I'm like, Iron Crown's looking really good here, and I thought it had the potential to just win. But as you'll see, he goes Goldango here. I believe I just Volt switched out. I go into Zapdos. As he recovers, I'm like, oh shoot. I'm gonna miss Hurricane as well as he plots. And I need to keep Zapdos around just in case Blaziken has Protect. He had Swords Dance and Stone Edge, so I was like, okay, maybe he doesn't have Protect. Like, I assumed maybe he would want Blitz. But Blitz versus a Rain team is not, like, the best idea. In close combat, Stone Edge kind of hits everything I have right now. I'm just going to go into Alola Tails. Alola Tails does not do anything for me anymore. And just sack it. Now I'm going to go into Dragapult as I Phantom Force. He knows that I can't just click Shadow Ball, so he's going to recover. Phantom Force doesn't kill, which makes me think he's, like, physically defensive Goldango. Like, I'm Spell Tag Dragapult, Adamant Max Attack, and Phantom Force didn't kill. Insane. Not sure if this was a roll either. I'm not going to calc it. I don't really care. But I do put it in range of dying to Volt Switch. I could have went Iron Crown too and clicked Psychic. Yeah, honestly, I wish I gave that kill to Iron Crown instead, but it's fine. Iron Crown just gonna come in. Blaziken's gonna protect. I think what would have been better for me is I should have went Crown and Volt Switch to kill whatever, and then went Zapdos, knowing that he could have Protect on Blaziken. So that's kind of a bad idea on my end. He's gonna just close combat me now, and that's gonna kill. Fair enough. Zapdos is gonna come in, and basically, I think I have to land a Hurricane or I lose. He's gonna land a Stone Edge, which does a lot. If he crit Stone Edge here, he won the game. Now he's gonna bring in Klefki, and Hurricane's just gonna kill it. Not sure why he didn't go for Calm Mind, or he must have clicked Draining Kiss, because I think if he clicked Calm Mind, he was gonna get 2-shot regardless. So I guess it was a good idea. Volt Switch also, I think, would have just done more, but the reason I went for Hurricane was just in case he did click Calm Mind and I could go for Confusion. Probably better if I just click Volt Switch there, but I didn't want to mess around with Klefki. I also had Static in case he was Draining Kiss garbage, so like it could have been a weird end game, but I'm kind of glad that Hurricane just landed. And that'll be GG's to Chalk. Honestly, I think he brought a really cool team, and it was a really good game because I was going into this thinking that Pult would just like 6-0. And like all I needed for Pult to win was a Klefki not be Iron Defense, or just not even come. Like he had a bunch of other Pokemon he could have brought over Klefki, and honestly Klefki is kind of not that great, especially into like Zapdos or Crown, and like even Dragapult has Infiltrator, so you can't really run screens. It's not good into like Ursaluna. It's not really too good into Kabutops. At least in terms of like taking damage. It can annoy like everything on my team. It's not super great into like Rain Overquill, depending on my set. But it was a good bring for him. Also, what the fuck is his nickname? LGBTQ plus. Oh. Okay. I was wondering. He led with Lunatone. I was like, Q. I should have known it was LGBTQ plus. Anyway. Yeah, so GG's. I think this was a really good game. I think we both made some, not even like, I don't think any of us made like any major mistake. Maybe me sacking off Ursaluna was a mistake, because the Goldingo was probably not going to click Shadow Ball like immediately. But him bringing Plot Goldingo, I think, was a bold decision. But it worked, so I can't really blame him. So yeah. I'll see you guys next week. We face against Samkey. He has a really, I guess I could say, scary. He has Terra Arboliva, he has Terra Lapras, and Terra Solrock, for whatever that matters. He also has Zard X, and like, I don't know. It's a really tough matchup. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens then. Thank you for watching.